There's a mistake we keep making when we talk about disenchantment. We talk as if myth, transcendence, and reverence were decorative, as if they were optional beliefs, cultural wallpaper we could peel away once science matured. They weren't. They were load-bearing. They held things in place the explanation alone cannot hold. They said something very simple and very hard to replace. Not everything that can be done should be. Life exceeds utility. Power answers to something higher than itself. Those weren't metaphors. They were constraints. And constraints are what keep systems from tearing themselves apart. When scientism displaced the enchanted and mythic landscape, it didn't just remove stories. It removed limits. And it offered nothing capable of replacing them. Science can tell us how the world works. It cannot tell us why we shouldn't burn it. It can explain life down to its smallest components. It cannot tell us why life should be honored rather than optimized. It can increase power with breathtaking speed. It cannot tell us when to stop. That's the gap. And that gap is not philosophical. It's civilizational. This is why the damage isn't local. It isn't confined to belief or culture or personal meaning. It's systemic. Ecological systems collapse because the world is treated as a resource, not presence. Political systems hollow out because efficiency replaces justice. Economic systems accelerate because nothing ever says enough. Spiritual life withers because depth is dismissed as unmeasurable. And religion itself fractures because myth is frozen into literalism, then discarded entirely when it couldn't survive contact with truth. Scientism by its nature is not a religion, but in practice it has become one. It explains everything. It restrains nothing. It legitimizes power, and it denies responsibility for the consequences of that power. It has priests, experts whose authority is absolute, but morally unaccountable. It has dogma, claims treated as unquestionable because they wear the language of fact. It has heresy. Anything that gestures beyond measurement, dismissed as irrational. What it does not have is confession, or humility, or limits. And that's why we now live in a world where the planet is burning. Politics feels hollow. People feel lost. Institutions feel unreal. And progress no longer feels like movement towards a future, but acceleration towards a cliff. Mystery wasn't defeated, it was exiled. And a culture that exiles mystery doesn't become rational. It becomes blind to what restrains it. Such a culture ends up worshipping power without ever admitting that it's doing so. Broken Planet exists to name this plainly. You cannot remove the sacred without replacing its function. You cannot dismantle myth without rebuilding meaning. You cannot expand power without installing restraint. Because when explanation outruns reverence, and capability outruns wisdom, the result is not enlightenment. It is catastrophe, managed by spreadsheets.